going in as she would like to go in.
Off to a really similar start, and okay.
A little bit too far from forward 4. But Wright's shutting it down. Shutting down that approach.
Almost had the right read there too. If that leap, if he had chosen to go full screen, may not have gotten the punish on the flag, but definitely would have been able to steal a turn and maybe push him out of the range and avoid that damage boost. Oh, wait a second. A little bit of damage on top of that. That was only 18% in game number 1. It was the same conversion off of the up 2. This time 216. Rocket's flag coming into play. That might be a first here at MK11.
Yeah, well, if she's going to be on the other side of the screen, letting you get the flag up, go for it, absolutely. Here's the chance now, Shirley break.
Ooh.
Even chips irrelevant right now.
Swing and miss.
And I'd still be sweating.
And take the opportunity looking for flawless. There it is up in the sky! That is the power of the spine burst. It does hit really far, really high. I mean, I won't tell you that it's 100% on that, because I've definitely, as a Baraka player, done spine burst and she's sailed through it. Like, it's not perfect, but it is really good.
I like how Kombat's kind of approaching this, too. I think that he is just trying to play around a health lead, knows that the trades are going to be in his favor. As long as his health remains around the same, if he just avoids those 30% leaps, this is a pretty good spot for him, I would say.
He's doing a bit of a turn.
Ooh, did you see that wave dash that went about one foot, even though it was like a triple wave dash?
Yeah, you know.
Not one of Baraka's specialties out here. His specialty?
No.
Damage. Although not accessed so far.
Keep the opponent still, and that is going to do it. Yeah.
You're nothing.
Very smart calculation there by Hijinx. Do you think after a second game that Kombat might make a switch? Or is he just gonna, you know, slowly adapt as this match goes along? Because he's gotten better and better at it.
That's something we see from Kombat. You know, he will lose the first game of some sets and make the adaptation. Certainly something we've seen many times.
We gotta give credit to Hijinx, who has just gotten better and better as this tournament has progressed. And at a level like this is something huge for someone who's about to take this, send him back to the corner. Oh!
Ew, what a mess.
Jackie Briggs wins.
Oh, that cracks me up. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the switch, I think. I think that it's been shown at this point that it's not just about the approach. And that's, I mean, look, that's Hijinx in general. Like, it's not just about the leap approach. It's a huge part of his game plan, because it's a huge part of his character's game plan, but we also have often seen him turn defense into offense. We've seen him turn anti-airs into big damage. We've seen him turn just regular stagger pressure into big damage. It's not only about that. We've seen zoning even, you might call it, right? In this matchup versus Cabal as well. There is more to it. So I think this is a good call for Kombat to make the switch.
Jackie Briggs.
I wasn't sure what the pick would be between any of the characters that we saw or kind of know him for competitively throughout the previous year, whether it was going to be the Johnny, whether it was going to be the Joker, or the Gearus, but he's going to go with Johnny Cage here, which has been the pick every time he has, well, I believe, lost a game or has been in a close situation. He's gone to Johnny in those final games, and it's clutched it out for him, no problem. It's the character that we've known him for. Speaking earlier on some of his results in the previous pro competition, some of the most exciting matches I've ever seen in my life have been from Kombat playing this character, and the comebacks that we've seen him be able to pull off. He's going to need another one here if he wants to end this before a reset.
Well, it's a great start already for Hijinx here. Yeah, getting the grab too. A little bit extra toasty. Yeah, 3% extra. It's fine.
Definitely not going to zone Johnny Cage as much with him having a very, very fast projectile.
Yeah, that's not what this is going to be about as much, and without anything like a spine burst, for example. So the party starts with Kombat able to get in here.
I like that Kombat didn't come off all of his resources right there. The fatal blow is going to come back, and he actually might be able to do this. I was just talking about it. We have seen some of the greatest comebacks, but the dot damage, I don't know if that's going to be avoidable. Hijinx, such a smart closeout. Taking away the only thing that Kombat relies on for a comeback in most instances, which is blocking something and then doing something godlike. There was no option to block. There was only panic, die, and melt in the lava that was on the floor.
Ooh, always a threat. There it is. Okay. Pretty sick. Rises up to meet her.
Now zero.
That's a lot of meter spent right there.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so Hijinx is not going to be quite as effective. He backs off, maybe hoping to wait for it to come back. These straight shots, by the way, have been killing.
And when he was down the resources, Hijinx relying on, you know, not just the offense, but the defense there to beat him with flawless block. He'll steal a turn right there. Kombat's on the hunt. Hijinx does have the fatal blow, and if you are Hijinx, you want to kill Johnny before giving him that fatal blow cancel again. Not going to matter whatsoever as the clutch anti-air comes from Kombat to stay alive once more. But one hit could have made this bracket reset completely. And I wouldn't be giving Hijinx this much of a jolt, you know, already coming out of losers the exact way that he did against Kerbalicious.
Still that slow play. You never know when it might be opposite. Look at that. Did you see him back off slightly? Like, just outside of that range. Yeah, seriously.
Knew the ranges of the normals, went right inside of it, and then right outside of it for the whiff punish. Beautifully executed. Ooh, big swing there by Hijinx. And Kombat's going to get some corner pressure and no defensive meter to worry about. Right on the cancel there. Hijinx still have the resources to keep going, and Kombat just making a great read. He only needs 100 damage here to get on the board finally. No down 2, but wasn't held. I don't remember seeing a down 2 crushing blow. That could have been crucial for Hijinx's comeback here. Tries to get him to press the button with the early jump normal. Kombat says he's seen that before. Flawless block. Holy crap! Both of these guys have shown off.
Blocking, and then all of a sudden, with the flawless block too, it's always in fighting games for me, defense is one of the things that gets me the hypest. Finding moments like that, super sick.
And it's even crazier when they need it the most, right? When it's what almost is the difference maker with a highly executed move like that, mechanic like that. And both of these guys have done a tremendous job at it. Hijinx even mounting that comeback with the start of having no resources, but still doing the flawless block. Yeah, you can't cancel it in an up 3 or an up 2, but it takes away all of the frame advantage of the jumping entirely. And that in and of itself comes into play even when you have yourself no meter. And always keep that in mind, guys.
Jackie Briggs.
Kombat's Johnny looking good. And you can see that, I mean, look, as a Baraka player, you can see that there's some stuff that Johnny can do that Baraka is not quite as good at. That ground mobility, super important. To be able to stab in, to be able to back off and get the whiff punish, for example, that we turned into big damage, that kind of stuff. To consistently get significant damage, gutted, deals a lot of damage, but if the opponent has defensive bar, it's not going to do that, for example. And so Kombat just consistently has a very fast fireball. Baraka's is pretty good, to be honest, but Johnny's certainly better. So I like this pick a lot. I do think this is the right call.
Has an entire special that we saw used as a DP with that Rising Star. That was a little bit surprising. Has the pissed off for the armor break. You know, the one time that he landed a gutted, if he would have brought Baraka's armor break, could have been even crazier. But here with this Johnny, you're right. You know, having lengthier normals that are better staggerable, I would say, if that sentence makes sense, than some of Baraka's stuff. And
again, I don't want to crap on Baraka too much because
not at all.
My real feelings, but yeah, Johnny's pretty good.
and something that we're used to seeing Kombat in the hands of a whole lot more. Ooh, that was a whiff punish with a projectile, but it was a little ballsy given the distance that he was at. A lot of belief in that one. But it is almost as fast as most characters' quickest buttons that are going to be at that range anyway.
What
And another
air.
beautiful call out, reading just the one grenade. He's done that back to back already. The forward 3 going. I mean, if he was standing still, maybe that could have hit, but the fact that he still moves forward was the perfect answer for the up grenade.
Well, I think that really gives you a sense of how much Kombat has done to make Hijinx not know where Kombat's gonna be. Kombat just had the complete wrong call. Now, though, he's in the corner, he's got pressure. Yeah, the defensive bar comes off.
Ooh.
Again, you said, I mean, you don't know when Kombat's gonna back off, because he has done that a lot. I mean, I get that read from Hijinx, because honestly, Kombat has done that a lot. But he's also moved forward, he's throwing projectiles, you just don't know where he's going next.
We'll finally call it out with the down 3 as well, but watch next time around, guys. When you start low poking Johnny a little too much on the approach by reading the forward 3, he's gonna start coming to that back 3, and you need to be careful and watch them toes, because they'll start clipping him. This is Kombat playing the away game. And there's the back 3, exactly. We're just reading that Hijinx was going to go for that down 3 again, assuming that it's going to work over and over again with Kombat doing the same approach, and now it's just unlocking more of the layers of the combat. He's not afraid to take it at this dot depth. He actually took that on purpose, I feel like, to give himself fatal blow. Did you see that?
Super sick if so. Anti-air with that, and then, well, here you go. It's 2-2, just like that.
Johnny Cage wins.
Kombat is looking good.
That reversal throw was savage. I can't tell if he would have done that regardless of what was on the screen, but it gave him fatal blow cancel. It gave, and if that was calculated, I mean, on top of the 4,000 reasons why he's already in this position, there's just another one for you. Let's just sprinkle on the bacon bits on top of the combat salad here.
Jackie Briggs.
All of a sudden, a game 5. This Johnny has been.
Wuxi Dragon Grotto.
Well, it's been Johnny Cage.
Yeah, and it's been Kombat's Johnny Cage. We've seen his Johnny be one of the best in the world for a long time now. And it's been, I think what, again, is so impressive to me is that he's been able to throw off where Hijinx thinks that Kombat's going to go. And so things like calling out the grenade, or even maybe
Round 1. Fight.
the bionic bounce, like whatever it is. Kombat is where Hijinx doesn't expect him to be very, very often. And that's been tough for Hijinx to get anything going as a result.
Ooh, tried an old school anti right there with the back dip. That would work out. That would be disgusting. Trying to read the single grenade again. Stay one gets him burned. Quite literally with the blue flame activated on him. Tries to disrespect the down 3 hit advantage. Instead eats the 1-1-2-1. And Hijinx, man, the way Kombat just closes the gap with the movement, and you're so afraid of what can come off of that movement that you're fearful, and you're standing still, afraid of the forward 3, afraid of the projectile, and he closes the gap and he walks you to the corner just like he did. Not ready for the overhead. Up 3 almost launching right there, it looks like, as the anti-air. And this could be Comeback City. Fatal Blow is ready. And is actually going to get it. I was about to say, this is the most opportune time for you to have exactly what he did. Kill Jackie before she gets her fatal blow. It's exactly what he did. He still hangs on to himself, and Kombat is now on championship point, pro competition point here, and he's feeling it.
Bringing up the down 2 anti-air. He's got this complete cage in the corner as Jackie. Oh, he did jump out. Yes, it's an opportunity for Hijinx, which he capitalizes on. Surely, he's got 300 out of that. Kombat even blocking the overhead. I think that actually might be the first time I've seen a block in this top 16.
Maybe used it a little too many times there. Did Hijinx. It looked like he's down 3. He did get sniped on the back 3. Is this enough? Is he going to be able to go to fatal blow? Not at all. But look at the cash out. Still, max amount of damage 373. The wake up down 1 saves Hijinx for the moment. He's going to make a couple more reads. Goes for the throw. Tech that company was ready for it. That was last thing even I expected with fatal blow ready. The other one comes. No safety. He's going to go for the dot damage. And down 2 wins, and he stays alive. Incredible.
The man did wake up dash forward down 2. Is that what I saw here? As we're in the final round of this set, either Kombat wins the championship or Hijinx resets. Yo,
and that was the anti-air he was looking for in this final game, and we got to see it. Someone that truly knows every single tool that the character is capable of and using it at the highest level. Kombat showing us what he's all about here. And another elbow works out for Hijinx here. Not wanting to press buttons this time around on the approach of Kombat. Hijinx knows better. drops the jump one. One of the lengthier jump normals to drop and was out of resources. Kombat immediately calls out with the anti-air, and now he's on the hunt. Knows that there's no bar for Hijinx to play with, and he's a shark right now in the ocean, smelling the blood. He smells the championship. He smells the $3,000 prize pool. Can he get it here? Hijinx stays alive with the fatal blow hit confirmation.
Not over yet. He's not very good on resources right now, so we might see Hijinx play cautiously. What do we got here? One defensive bar only. He has access to the big leap. Offensive bar comes back. But you know Kombat's had such great anti-airs from this range, leap from this range. What is Hijinx looking for? Okay, hoping to bait.
Oh, didn't come in.
Oh, the big walk! He doesn't have the offensive bar though. 20 seconds left. Kombat out of the goop for sure.
Is he just gonna play the dot damage game? Is Hijinx shooting the regular one? Not ready for the throw. And Kombat is your North American East Pro Competition champion.